Welcome back, my friend. This is Mr. Alan in the world of toys, and this is a special look, my friends, of this brand new figure of MOTU Origins revealed on PowerCon 2021. And now we take a closer look of this flying fist E-Man. We remember this classics feature of E-Man with this version in the vintage one. But now we have something different, especially for this ad sculpt. Is different. It's not the same as the vintage one. It's a deluxe figure, so it comes in our collection with two different ads. With this one, the typical vintage one, and this new one ad for E-Man, Flying Fist E-Man. This is on the special look right here. So, guys, two changeable ads. Is a deluxe figure announced on PowerCon 2021, guys. I think it's nice, especially for the armor. The back metal armor effect is cool, in my opinion. It's good. It's good. So I love it. And I think that also the action figure will work very well because we know that in general, the MOTU Origins action features are very good. So because of that, I'm positive. I have a good vibes for this figure. Is my humble opinion, obviously, but I think it's not bad. Also, this new sculpt because it's okay for this version of the man, the Flying Fisty Man. So, in my opinion, this is a good figure in the Origins line. To all of you guys, to all Masters of the Universe fans, and thanks to enjoy this other stream because if you follow the channel, knows that every day I give you some first look for the upcoming new figures for the Master of the Universe brand in general. And this one is for this version of the man. I never had when I was a kid this figure of the man, this version. I had just the battle armor and the standard one. So this one I never had. So like in general for Master of the Universe is a good opportunity. The origins to get something that you never had before since you was a kid. So I like that, and it's a good version, in my opinion, of this E-Man, guys. It's good. I love it. And I think this could be a good update in our collection because we know that also is swappable. It's a modular figure. You can swap the hands, the head, the arms and the head. So you can customize something also for this Motu Origins. I love it. I like also the new head sculpt for this figure because, for example, I am not a big fan of the standard E-Man Origins, the ad sculpt of the standard E-Man Origins, my friends, because looks like too different for the vintage one. Because I'm a big fan of the vintage one. Speaking of the 5.5-inch style figures, but this one is cool. This ad sculpt is cool. Can work to me, in my opinion, for E-Man. It's not bad. It's worked very well for the action figure that he has with the flying fist. So I am agree. I approve, for my humble opinion, obviously, this app sculpt that they choose for this flying fisty man is not bad. The armor is good. It's good because we have the back metal effect for the armor. Take a look for that, and reminds a lot the vintage one. So this is perfect for this type of figure to stay in this type of gimmick. Have the gimmick of this figure, have the back metal armor is a perfect choice, in my opinion. The perfect way to do this figure, this back metal armor for this flying fisty man, and I'm happy for that because it's a nice touch. Like the Fat Panther can be only fat, in my opinion. And I did a review for the Fat Panther on the channel. You can find it if you want. And I like it. I like this idea also for the Fat Panther, for example. Now for this version of E-Man in this back metal version for this flying fist. I like this. The choice for the armor. I I love it. I love that. Is a good figure in my opinion. Is a nice figure to if you never had before. For like me, for example, I never had when I was a kid this figure. So this one, this MOTU origin version, is an opportunity to have this guy, and it's not bad to me. I love it. I think it's good. It's a good idea. This get this figure if you never had before the flying fisty man figure in the past in the vintage one, and we know that find that these figures now is you need to pay a big price. So to save money, to have a good articulated 5.5 vintage style, retro style figures, is good to pick these guys, in my opinion. So if some of you, I believe that you can take a close look on Big Bad Toy Store because on Big Bad Toy Store you can find some of the upcoming origins pre-order, but obviously they are listed. On some of them are they are listed on Big Bad Toy Store for these figures. But more official news are coming for this guy. Obviously, also like the other guys of the new waves, upcoming waves announced on PowerCon. I can accept this figure. Sometimes something is weird at the new toy line of Microsoft Universe, but Origins is a good line in my opinion. To have something maybe that you never had before in the vintage one because whatever reason, for whatever reason, and so it's cool have these figures in my opinion. It's a cool figure. I like the vac metal this black metal style for the armor. Good choice. I love it. And also it's a good figure. Also, if we can take a close look a little bit of the other. Also, the back metal. Also, we have on the shield. There is the version for the sword, but the figure comes with these other accessories, the flying fist accessories we know very well. With this other ad, because it's a deluxe figure, so deluxe figure with better accessories, better with different accessories because it's a deluxe. So the price would be like the other deluxe speeds we got before. So not like a normal origins price, but not a huge price, my friends. It's not at the same price like other action figure that we know that have a different price. So it's not bad. I like the sculpt of the face. It's a good idea for this figure. Better than the sculpt of the standard one. I'm not a big fan of the Region E-Man standard head sculpt because it was a little bit not that- so different between the vintage one and the origin standard E-Man. Like Prince Adam also has a different head sculpt that I don't like so much. This one I can like because you can find the vibes of the vintage one in this one. So they do a good choice for this version of Iman, guys. It's not bad in my opinion. I like it. I can like. What do you think? Let me know also what your opinion. If you want to enjoy the conversation about this figure, you will buy this one. You will make the pre-order for this Iman, or maybe you don't think that is a figure that you want in your collection. Let me know what do you think because I am interested for that. It's interesting understand also your opinion for these new figures. And thanks to enjoy this stream and also the previous stream that I did also for the other new figures because I will continue in the next days this first look live to talks about these new figures for the MOTU line because they revealed a lot on PowerCon for different waves, different lines, Masterverse, including the new Eternia line is interesting, Origins, CGI. They just confirmed a figure, but I saw some teaser for Orc or the Ram Mam and the other. But when I got more pictures of them, I do also the stream for them. But now we have a lot to talk. So we can find also the more on this channel for new figures, but will be more also in the next few days to talk about the other origins, new figures revealed, and also the other revelation figures because we have a lot new MOTU revelation figures revealed. Earlier today, I talked with you about the new Tila, the classics one. Obviously, it's impossible to compare that one with the classics, the real classics Tila, but was good. This one, I like it. I like this flying fisting man, deluxe figure we saw with all action features that we know for this character, this version of the man, and with the changeable ad because this one we have also the standard one. So this ad reminds me a lot the vintage one. I like the vintage vibes that I got for the retro vibes, if you prefer, call that like the retro instead of vintage. Is a good figure in my opinion. I like the back metal choice. I like it. No questions about it. There is a comments from all music fan. My friends, welcome. Yes, the back metal. Me too. All music fan. I love it. I like this choice that they pick to release this figure. It's a good choice. Like the Flat Panther. I have the Flat Panther. Is another good figure. Good idea because it's a part of the game. If you once made a Master of the Universe figures origins, you need to respect the gimmick of the vintage one. Back metal for this one, flat effect for Panther, and flat also for flat when will be also Mossman. I want Mossman with the flat effect because they are is a part of the gimmick of those figures. And Origins needs to have the same effect and action feature of the vintage one, maybe better with an updated version because like the articulation we have with the Origins, we have better articulation than the vintage one. But I want something that is a part of the gimmick, like this one, the back metal effect on the armor and also on the shield, because also the shield, you can see in these pictures now, has the back metal effect. So it's good. It's good because respect the fans, because if you put that, you respect the fans. So you can see also a little bit a little bit the pictures of these figures. It's good. It's good. In my opinion, it's a good figures. Nice update for your collection if you want them. For the pre-order, stay tuned, especially from Big Bad Toy Store, because I saw on Big Bad Toy Store listed many origins. You can't find the images on the Big Bad Toy Store, but if you search on Big Bad Toy Store MOTU origin, you can see. So yes, exactly. Mossman, like classics, should be very cool. No questions about it. We need Mossman. For example, the revelation is not flat. We know the revelation is different. It's not the same styles. The character has a different rules. So everything is different. I'm not a big fan of revelation action figure, by the way. I prefer origins or classics, or Club Grey School is my favorite line. So, but I can like this one, the origin, especially this back metal E-Man, flying in fisty man. Also, he has the action feature. He has the typical of accessories of this version of E-Man. Everything is the same like the vintage one, but he has this new ad, and it's not bad. And also, he's a deluxe figure, so many changeable accessories. I believe he has also changeable ad. I believe he has a version event, so it's a good figure. Nice touch, nice touch. The back metal, because respect the vintage one, the original one. I hope that we'll continue this line with this philosophy to respect the vintage figures, because they need to respect that to continue the line to have a successful line, because if you don't respect the fan, you won't make just business, something will be wrong, like we have for Revelation, for example. The toys for Revelation haven't a good likeness from the show, and this is the problem. The first wave I saw also today in my other first look, Tila in the Revelation, also the Tila Classics version is not it's not a perfect likeness. Is the problem is the problem of the line, my friends, of Revelation toy line. Something wrong on about of the likeness. This one, this figure, for example, is a good figure, and I like it. I like it, and I'm happy when I find a figure like this one with good good vibes from the vintage one, because this figure needs a good vibes for the vintage one, the origins one, because they're so related, so they needs to have the same vibes, the same action feature, the same gimmick. And the gimmick of this one is the back metal, no questions about it. And he has the back metal. So good points, good points. I'm happy for that, my friends. And finger crossed to have more of this line. Maybe a snake mounting, because I want a snake mounting origins. Fry Zone. Maybe Fry Zone is the most underrated figure, underrated playset in the MOTU line, I believe. Yes, they told something like that. Filmation variant of origins should be cool. Super 7 did awesome figures, 5.5 filmation styles. Obviously, they weren't articulated like origins, but the likeness from the cartoon. I remember Bazov filmation 5.5 by Super 7 was a good figure. That one, he had a good likeness from the cartoon. I like that line. I prefer Club Grayskull's Pickle Filmation line. I don't think it will be more Club Grayskull. And this is sad, because if you collect that, we still a lot of character, still a lot of character to display in the collect to put out the collection. Yes, you remember. Happy for that. I'm happy also for my friend Brian Flynn that you remember that, because Brian Flynn with Super 7 did awesome work for Master of the Universe. Awesome work also with William Stout, also another awesome line that I like so much. But this origin I can like it. The origin is the only new line that I can like. Maybe the new Eternia line could be good also. I did for you the recap for those two figures at that on this channel, so you can find it on this channel. My first look for the new Eternia line, not bad line, not cool like a classics line, 7 inches line, or like they are a little bit more toy than collectibles figures. The Masterverse in general, the classics one were a piece of art, like Mythic Legions or Cosmic Legions. So we are not at the same level for the new Eternia stuff, but they are nice figures in my opinion. Revelation figures are a little bit bad. There's something wrong in that figures, and also something that I don't like. I like the origins. I like this version of a flying fisty man. He has also the action figure. He has the typical accessories. He has all that needs this version of E-Man. The flying fist, the back metal, everything is good for this version of E-Man that we remember very well from the vintage one. I never had this guy. I told you before today in the stream. So should be cool to me have also this origins version, because the good stuff on the origins is the articulation. Sometimes they did weird head sculpt like Prince Adam or the E-Man too much different from the vintage one. But this one remember me a little bit better, the vintage man flying fish. So I like that because we are a little bit more close with the vintage one, and it's important, in my opinion, in the origins. Sorry if you see some noise in the background. Is my dog? I have a little pug, and tonight is a little bit upset for some for whatever reason I don't know. But what do you think about that? In my opinion, this one is a good figure. A figure that I can buy to for my collection of MOTU origins. A figure that I can like instead of others that I don't like so much, especially the revolution, the evolution, the revelation, not evolution. Sorry, the revelation figures. It's like a revolution if you consider what happened in the show. It's like a revolution, by the way. It's not a mistake called revelation revolution because what they did with the storyline make a revolution, and I still looking forward to understand what happened in the new parts of the revelation storyline. I'm curious for that as a writer also, because if you follow this and you know also that I'm a writer too, so I'm curious to understand what is next for this line, my friends. So I believe that is a cool action figure. It's not bad, and I can like it. Let me know what do you think right now or later in the comments. And don't forget, my friends, to subscribe the channel because more is coming today, more toy news on this channel right here. And the next days, more Master of the Universe live conversation and first look for these new figures. Thanks for watching, my friends, and don't go away because more is coming tonight on this channel. Thank you so much, my friends.